prophet is not honored in his hometown. So goes the popular idiom. But this does not apply to Dr. Usman Ogbo whenever he visits his country home of Angwa Ogebe in Angwa local government area of Kogi State. Saturday, the 16th of September 2023 was no different as the APC chieftain and leader received a rousing reception into Angwa. Despite the heavy downpours all through the morning, drums were rolled out from every nook and cranny of Angwa, especially Angwa Ogebe, to welcome their son. The visit, which could be likened to a triumphant entry, was Dr. Ogbo's thank you visit to appreciate the people for supporting the new direction government of Alhaji Yahaya Bello and to encourage them to sustain their support for the APC governorship candidate, Alhaji Usman Ododo, for consolidation. Over the years, the Angwa community suffered neglect by successive administration and did not benefit from dividends of democracy until the Yahaya Bello administration, through which Dr. Ogbo facilitated a block of classrooms, boreholes, employment and other benefits to Angwa. The crowd of supporters and admirers from all walks of life besieged the Lona Junction entrance to Angwa to catch a glimpse. Many of these supporters, who were across gender, age, religion and political affiliations, were clad in branded Ankara and t-shirts with varying inscriptions such as Angwa Network for Ododo, Angwa for APC, in honor of APC governorship candidate Usman Ododo. As the governorship election draws close, the APC stalwart is home to urge its people to stick to the party which has brought them so much goodwill and vote the party's candidate, Usman Ododo.
Of course, we are here on the invitations of the various support groups from our immediate community. This is not the entire Angwa local government. This is not Angwa township. This is not the entire Angwa Gango area. This is Angwa Ogebe area, which comprises of 3 polling units. We are here because they were angered and provoked by the happenings, what happens in the recent past, whereby a candidate of a certain political party, I think it was brought to the community, and the people felt offended because those who brought the candidate are people whom are described as aggrieved politicians, aspired politicians, and those who cause problem, who invoke violence into the politics of Angwa local government area. And the fact that there are some persons who are from this community, the same community, they left our community for the past 40 years. They have not been home. They only describe the community as a community of witches and witchcraft. If you believe that the people that you described as people of witches and witchcraft, that you cannot do anything for them, are the people you are now bringing a certain gubernatorial candidate to solicit their support and vote. And the people looked up to us as someone that have done a lot for the community, and they felt that I should come, that the invitation was more or less like an affront and trying to paint them as people of ingratitude, especially for what we have done for the community. And it is on the strength of that that I was invited home. I think a few other persons, I wanted to check around, because when some person described organic, this is the real definition of organic. You can see pure love from women, youth and others. You can see that. And I'm sure you've heard what we have done for the community, even before I became a rector. You have also heard that the same area where they brought the SDP gubernatorial candidate to deceive. He did not know that they brought him to my community and just decided to scam him with 419. And if they are taking a gubernatorial candidate, why didn't they take them to their own area? Why did they bring it to my community? Because they believe that I stand firm, I stand resolute, I stand dedicated, I stand sincere for the election of His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. I don't know how to do hanky-panky. And let me also say this here that my community know that some of those people who planned to kill me in 2018 when I was not in support of His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed, those same people are the one now who wanted to kill me. Then later we joined His Excellency. Those same people now left the APC and they say we should join them, blackmailing and insulting people. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Some of them aspire to be councillor, to be assembly members, to even be SSA. It was not possible. So if you know you are pursuing your personal interest, do not set community and a race on fire in the name of setting parochial agenda. It's very dangerous. It's like when you are setting tribal or religious agenda, it's like setting Hamatan fire. You know where you are setting it, but you don't know where it will extend to. And that is why, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure you are seeing from my community. If you know you are popular, it's not just being a popular of being a Manigala race. Go to your community, just like I've done here. Every one of us, if you are supporting Ododo, if you are supporting Muri, if you are supporting Okpabana, go to your community and show your strength. And let your community accept you. And that is where you can be seen as somebody who is adding value. If you are saying on social media, begin to do all this, or say in Abuja to endorse any other person, go to your community, talk to your community. Did they really believe in you? If they believe in you, fine. But for us, I'm sure you have seen it yourself. That's why I say when you ask me a question, I say no. I'm not in the best position to respond to that. I leave that for you to judge and at least to explain to yourself.
Other leaders of APC in Angwa local government who addressed the gathering enjoined the people of Angwa Ogebe to continue to support and pray for the success of Dr. Ogbo to enable them to continue to enjoy dividends of democracy beyond the GYB tenure.
Government actually, APC qui fait arracher biti goma shola wi. They do e gba ki party level fail. Ogbo mu de kuma da ama. Ene du ko gwa du ko lo ma gba. Ogbo yi o be ma to ko me no. So Ogbo ma lo APC here. I give you assurance that Ogbo ma da na ya da bi ko lo.
Jeun enki akai. Iche enki too much no evidence njo. Emi Kuchokobi angui mchemupa yuki ne government mejo madugo menyo in the community boki abebi kuma ne ogemu yi ogamenei mejo ni lano mechetobi cheo ki government ododo heje ene kidago inu pa yuki achemeto geile.
Highlight of the event was the presentation of a motorcycle to an ardent supporter of the APC in the community, the commissioning of 2 separate campaign offices for Ododo, the distribution of Bagos rice to indigents, presentation of award to Dr. Ogbo for his contribution to education sector, and a special prayer held for Dr. Ogbo and the victory of APC candidates in the forthcoming governorship election.
Anybody